I started my career in RPA and I started working with the POCs. So when I face the challenges, I seek to the support in the UiPath forum, and then I started leveraging the courses available in the academy. So that's how I joined the UiPath community. And the entire experience has been a fulfilling because I have been got the invaluable support from the forum members, the community members, the product managers, and it has helped me to understand that all the type of courses that can help me building the skill in the RPA. I would say there are multiple resources that help me, starting with the documentations in the UiPath website we have, and the academy courses that we see in the updated courses that gets reflected in the UiPath Academy. And along with that, I would say the resources like collaborating with the fellow MVPs or the members that help us to understand more of the technology, which has enriched my knowledge. I have just built the Dubai chapter community. I engage in more with the community events so that I can collaborate and network and contribute more in terms of my experience so that people can learn. And then I do the mentoring and the coaching. So there are student ambassadors I connect with, go to the colleges and give the insights on the RPA and the new technology aspects in the forum. So this is the way I prefer to do that. Well, I would say that I first get enrolled with the UiPath Insider program because that's the way I start into the new product and features and more off into the technology space. Since I collaborate with the multiple events, I connect with the people, understanding the latest trends, and I follow the documentations and news updates on the tech that will help me to actually gain more insights. I would say that always seek a support from the network people and get the insights more with connecting with the forum so that people can directly reach out to the queries we have and then get supported with that. So I would definitely suggest to start with the forum, learn the certification course because those are free to be available and the platform itself is able to download and you can automatically, anyone can start learning your journey. Well, personally, I felt that collaborating, it actually opened up a lot of opportunities for me in terms of giving the credibility, having the more confidence in terms of gaining the more depth skill of the RP. It helped me to understand more and contribute more. So recently, I built up the Dubai chapter event where I organized an event on sharing more of 90 plus UiPath community members in a forum to have more knowledge in the AI and the automation space. Along with that, I participated in the hackathon and the couple of judge to the community, to the school and the colleges itself to give more knowledge on the RPA. Well, I wouldn't say that I have changed the product roadmap, but definitely it has impacted in terms of after giving the market analysis, the user review on the product itself. It has given some aspects to the product managers to understand how those particular bugs or the fixes got revamped to the new one, and it helped the entire UiPath product cycle to release as per based on their feedbacks of the market analysis, the user collaboration as well. Last year, I came up with a couple of AI-based use cases like a signature comparison. So I was in the banking domain and I came up with a couple of very interesting use cases on forging of the signatures that has in the bank, because we have multiple signatures available, so that can compare the signatures of each form and evaluate whether it is a forgery or not and unforged. So that is one of the innovative solution I built in last year. I would say the transition was a gradually because I was an RPA developer, the senior RPA developer, and where I was working on the automating the structured based use cases based on the products of the hands-on on more of the AI part of the RPA or the UI part. I worked on the complex use cases which involves more of the document understanding, the AI part, and that's how I get transition using the AI models for my use cases and completely transformed from the RPA to the AI expert. So recently I used the Arabic document understanding model for recognition. It is one of the new feature which has been latest announced. And apart from that, I have used more of the document understanding models like the extraction, the document understanding, the custom NER. Along with that, I have also used the signature comparison, like I mentioned in one of my use cases I have used. Apart from that, I have been using the financial statement model as well for one of my latest use cases. Definitely. So active learning is something that refines the machine learning model, and it basically helps to evaluate the data set, improvise the data set, and reintegrate to the existing model so that any human error, even if it occurs, the data set can be updated, and even if the particular error or the data being not recognized, a human in loop can come into a picture. So active learning is something which refines the data model with the multiple set of data sets. So far, I have not used in the active use cases, but I have used as a POC in the generative AI, where I've done the integration of multiple Gen AI caps to the studio workflow. I would say it has already evolved because the document understanding, the type of use cases which you are seeing in the bank or any of the industry, it is very going in a very granular level. That earlier we used to have a structured based data extraction. Now we can even go with the handwritten as well. So it is day by day, or I would say year by year, it is evolving based on the type of classification which you can do using the document understanding, be it text, be it image. It actually helps in classifying any type of models, even the email as well.